Once upon a time, in a cozy little cottage, nestled in the countryside, lived a mother with her 2 daughters. Now, this mother had a clear favorite. She absolutely adored her older daughter, who was just as proud and ill-tempered as she was. But the younger daughter, who was kind and gentle, was treated like a servant in her own home. She was made to do all the hard work, from scrubbing the floors to cooking the meals. One of the younger daughter's daily chores was to walk a long, lonely path through the forest to fetch water from a distant well. It was a tiring task, but she never complained. One hot afternoon, as she knelt by the stone well, drawing water into her heavy clay jug, a frail old woman appeared beside her. The woman looked weak and thirsty and softly asked, "My dear child, could you please give me a little water to drink?" Without a moment's hesitation, the kind girl rinsed her jug and filled it with the freshest, coolest water from the well. She held it carefully for the old woman to drink. As the woman drank, a soft, magical light began to glow around her. She wasn't an old woman at all, but a beautiful fairy in disguise. The fairy smiled and said, "You have a kind and generous heart. For this, I will give you a gift." And so, she blessed the girl, telling her that from that day forward, whenever she spoke, precious diamonds and fragrant flowers would fall from her lips. When the girl returned home and her mother asked why she was so late, she began to explain. With her very first words, sparkling diamonds and beautiful roses tumbled from her mouth and onto the table. The mother and the older sister stared in absolute astonishment, their eyes wide with greed. "What is this? How did this happen?" the mother demanded. After hearing the story, the mother's mind began to race. She wanted the same treasure for her favorite child. Immediately, she sent her older daughter to the well with a silver pitcher, ordering her to be just as kind. The older daughter stomped angrily down the forest path, annoyed at having to do such a chore. When she reached the well, the fairy appeared again, this time as a lady most gloriously dressed, and asked for a drink. But the older daughter sneered. "Do you think I came all this way just to give you water? Get it yourself." Seeing the girl's cruel heart, the fairy's expression turned stern. "You are as rude as you are lazy," she declared. "For your unkindness, you will have a gift to match your spirit." The fairy then revealed her true, powerful form and proclaimed that from that day on, every word the girl spoke would bring forth slithery snakes and warty toads. The older daughter ran home in a fright. The moment she opened her mouth to complain to her mother, 2 vipers and 2 toads fell to the ground. In the end, the kind daughter's goodness brought her great fortune, and she was able to leave her cruel family behind. The mother and her favorite daughter were left alone with their misery, their home filled with nothing but snakes and toads. This timeless story teaches us a simple but powerful lesson. True beauty and wealth come from kindness, while cruelty and selfishness only lead to sorrow. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.